Hey, hello everyone, this is Zoinak and welcome to another video. And this video is the first ever face cam video of this channel. Hope you all like it. So this video is all about the coding questions that I have been encountered in my interviews, and this is the highly requested questions that I actually got in my comment section. So hope you all find it helpful. So I'll be sharing these type of coding questions in separate videos, because one video cannot actually take every coding questions together. So I think of uploading in a part by part basis. Today I'm sharing 7 coding questions. Hope you all find it helpful. So without any further ado, let's jump into the desktop. And one more thing before jump into the screen, that thank you to everyone who is actually supporting me. And if at all in any means these videos are helpful for you, please leave a comment. And you can also share your own experience too with me, means that actually can help others as well, if it's helping you. So that process, that how we're gonna send and all, so we'll get some other video, we'll actually share all the details that how you can actually share your own experience too with me. So that's it, and let's jump into the screen. I have few questions with me. These are the questions, so we will talk one by one. So let's jump into my Eclipse. I have already opened the Eclipse as well, and I have created one employee class that you can actually see. We'll actually use this employee class in other scenarios, so that is why I'm already previously created one employee class, which has employee number, employee name, salary, DOJ means date of joining, and age, and created one parameterized constructor and only the getters. And here I have override the toString method, where I'm just returning that employee object as a string. So comes into this. This is my main method, where I am actually getting the employee details, just creating some of the employees. I have created 1 2 3 4 5 6 employee with some details. This is the date of joining, this is the salary, this is the name, this is the employee number, and last this is the age. Okay, and created one list as well, employee list, and add those employees into that list. So now let's take the first problem statement. Okay, get a final list of employee where salary is greater than 2 lakh and name starts with A. So in Stream API it can be written very much easily wherever you have actually got the list. So whatever you have to do, employee list dot stream, then you need to do filter. Now in filter, let's take one employee object here, then means the predicate here, and you need to check that employee salary is greater than 2 lakh. Now e dot get salary is greater than 21230, and name starts with A. Now for this, just take e dot get employee name dot caret. You take the first position as 0, then you need to do equals with A, and that's it. Now you need to do collect, and you need to, let's say, collectors dot to list or to set, whatever you want to. I'm taking now as a list. Now this will actually return you one list. Let's take one list. Let's take, this is the employee list, and let's take, this is the final one. Okay, now let's check that what should be the output. Now salary is more than 2 lakh and starts with A. Now we have Akash, Abira, and one more Akash. Now salary for Akash is 1,90,000 For this one 2 lakh, and for Avira is 3 lakh. Now if I want to just print this, so for printing you need to just add like for each, as I've already overridden that to string, it will just print it. So yeah, let's run this. Okay, so you can actually see that more than 2 lakh is only one employee, that is Avira, who is having salary of 3 lakh. Now if I change something, let's say I'm changing this Akash, let's say 21, means okay, so 2 lakh 10,000. Now if I run this, then I'm expecting this one also. Let's jump into the second one. Okay, second one is you have employee list, where you need to find out those employees who joins in 2020, and DOJ is this format. And I also took this date in year, month, and DD format. So what you need to do, let's take this one again, employee list dot stream. It's again a very straightforward dot. Here you need to do again filter. Now what you need to do, that e dot get DOJ dot get year equals 2020. Okay, then you need to collect and collectors dot to list. Yeah, this will give you one list. Now let's iterate this here only. No, this is the method reference. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's sys out something that it can actually work. Okay, now let's run this. Now you can see the employees are coming who are actually joining on 2020. Let's check the data. Okay, these are the 2020 details. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's change this one also. From 2018, let's change 2020. So I should expect Komal as well. So run this. Okay, I got the information for Komal as well. So the next thing is sort the employee list based on employee name, salary, using Java 8. Okay, so this means that if the employee name is similar, then we need to check for the salary. Okay, so in this way we can actually proceed. Means if the salary is also same, we can actually go for some other thing as well, like let's say for the date, who joined early, or the age, whose age is like greater than or something, that we can actually do. Okay, so for this, using Java 8 feature, so here we can actually use lambda, we can actually use comparators and compare to. So how? This way we can actually do that employee list, emp list, you need to sort that. So sort using comparator. Here you can actually write like new comparator. So and you need to provide the employee here, and you need to implement that compare method as well. So here what you have to do, let's remove this one, let's change this one to E1 and this one to E2. Okay, now you need one compare equal to 0. Now you need to check that employee, based on employee name. Okay, so in order to do that, what you have to do, that E1 dot get employee name dot compare to, this is a compare to method, and here you need to pass that E2 dot get employee name. Okay, and this will give you one integer which is compare. We are saving that in the compare. Okay, so compare has been changed. And what the compare to actually does, so if that employee name is similar, that first employee name and the second employee name is similar, then it will actually pass as 0. If the employee name is greater than employee 2 name, then it will actually provide you +1, otherwise it will actually give you -1. So what we are actually checking here, if the name is equal. So what you have to do, if that compare equals to 0, means it's equal, then we can actually check for the second one, and it's for the salary, and after that we are just returning compare. Okay, and now let's print this. So before sorting, it was simply like Akash, Saurav, Tanish, Abida, and means, however you are added those employee in the list. So that is the thing. Now after sorting, now Abida actually come first, as it is AB, and Akash with 20,000 salary. We are actually doing it in ascending order. We can actually do it in the reverse order as well. And employee Akash, whose salary is 20,000, 2,10,000, who actually comes next after who is receiving 2 lakh. Into the another print all the strings from list with starting with S. Let's take some names then. Let's say Akash. Okay, so again like stream, then filter, then let's say something what checking. So this is the thing. So I can get only like Shashi Sagar, that's it. If you want to make this as distinct, so you can actually do that. You can add distinct here. Okay, now let's run. So you get only Shashi and Sagar. Okay, and Shashi is repeating. If you remove the distinct one, then you will get Shashi as 2. Okay, you have an integer array. Now find all the sum of all the numbers. Okay, fine. So let's take one integer array. Okay, let's arrays, and it has a function of stream. It has a stream. Here the stream. Now we need to just add reduce with 0 and then integer sum, and that's it. It will just sum all the numbers to this array, and you can actually get one int sum. Okay, the sum is 207. So use of grouping by or partition by. Okay, let's take this example only. I have actually written some more names into that name list. Just write like Akash, Komal, Komal is a duplicate one, Shashi, Sagar, and Abira. So for grouping by and partition by, what it actually does, it actually groups two values together, means key value pair as it actually returns one map. So let's take one example. Let's group the names whose starting letter is S. Okay, so this one, let's group those together. So nameless dot stream dot collect collectors dot grouping, let's say partitioned by. Okay, there you need to, like, using lambda expression. Let's take this one. Let's w dot toString dot caret 0 equals S. Okay, and finally just, yeah, this will actually returns you one map. Okay, let's iterate this for each system dot out reference println. Sorry, we need to do entry set, right? Because there is a map, that is why we need to have like the entry set, then this one. Okay, let's find out what is the result. So you can actually see that this actually returns two things. One is the false, and this is the false with the condition what we have actually written. So in false we can actually see that Akash, Komal, as Komal is twice there, and Abira, and true is Shashi, Sagar, Shashi. So it's condition satisfied. So you can actually use like grouping by as well, means this is the partition by we are actually using. Let's say you are actually doing like grouping by and the same thing okay, and let's do one thing. Let's take the count for this. Let's take this count. Okay, so this also asked some of the interviews. I think I actually forgot which interview. Maybe characters dot counting, and it's showing error. Okay, sorry. Okay, now previous result was this. Now check the result. It will actually show you the count, means the false is 1 2 3 4 and true is 1 2 3. So it should return 4 and 3, false as 4 and true as 3. Last one, you have an integer array list. Now print all the squares of the integer. So this is also quite a straightforward thing. Yeah, sorry, actually my system got shut down. Yeah, so I'm back. You have one integer array list and print all the squares of the integers. Okay, let's take this one only. Okay, I have one integer array. Here it is, array list. It is fine. So in order to make some changes, means in order to do something with the values or something, so you need to add you need to actually use the map. So I am using map here. So Here I am using predicate. Now you need to square those numbers, so n into n, and then just for each. Let's print. System dot out and printable. That's it. Now let's print and try it out. It's working or not. Okay. Yeah, this is the last one and this is the one. So 2 becomes 4, 5 becomes 25, 78 becomes this, 6084. Yeah, it's right. Okay, 3 becomes 9, 9 becomes 81. Those we can directly see. Yeah, it's working. So that's it for this video, and I'll be uploading the second part and the third part very soon, so please stay tuned for that. I'm just recollecting all the questions. So this is the first part, and after this I'll be come with the second part and the third part as well. Please stay tuned. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please comment down below if you have any thoughts, any suggestion you want to give. Please let me know. And yeah, keep exploring, and do let me know that how your interview went. Bye.